At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners and Humana. News is also brought to you by Barry Levinson and Associates, Pahrump's Bankruptcy Center. When it comes to important matters like bankruptcy, call an experienced, compassionate attorney. Call the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump. Call 775-727-4747.
Tonight on News 46, where did NASA's satellite crash?
A community Christmas tree may be a new tradition.
And Cup of Faith holds a food drive. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rick Vale and Rhonda Van Winkle. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell and news across Nevada with Janet Eric. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Monday, September 26, 2011. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Janet Eric for News 46, sitting in for Rick Vale this week. KPVM received emails from 2 former PAVED members asking that the Pahrump Town Board put a stipulation on the money that they intend to give PAVED tomorrow night. The email stated that the money be awarded should be contingent upon PAVED stepping away from any further fairs, Harvest Festival, Fall Festival, Pahrump Fair Festival, or fairs yet to be named. They are asking that the fair needs to return to the town for running it or finding another organization or business to run it. They added email addresses and phone numbers of all town board members and the town manager for the recipients to contact.
And with all the hurdles to jump surrounding the Pahrump Fair and Festival, including but not limited to the vote from the PAVED group that canceled the parade last Wednesday night, which was then followed by a possible reinstatement, an agenda item will be voted on tomorrow night, which intends to give PAVED the money needed for the traffic control during that event. The town board members are expected to approve up to $10,000 for the Nevada Department of Transportation and the Nye County Sheriff's Office to close the road, secure and escort the parade down its route on Highway 160 on Saturday morning. Since last week, many issues with planning this yearly event have come to light. KPVM received a letter today that was also sent to many media outlets around town. The woman, Wanda Summerell from Santa Clarita, California, has come to Pahrump for the last 4 years to sell wind chimes at the Pahrump Fair and Festival. She paid her fee and came up on September 15th. She found out upon arrival that the fair was not held on that weekend, but her paperwork has those dates. Wanda sent us a copy of what she had received from the Pahrump Fair and Festival. You can plainly see that the dates of the festival say September 15th through 18th. She states, and the paperwork also backs that up, that they changed the dates and did not tell her. She also met a couple from Reno when she was here that were also not informed about the date change as well. Wanda, who just lost her husband 5 weeks ago, spent $980 coming up to Pahrump on the wrong weekend. She received $230 back from her booth fee and an apology from PAVED. She unfortunately won't be up this weekend.
Now, police say that the man killed in a gun battle between 2 rival motorcycle gangs at the Hotel Casino in Sparks was the president of the San Jose chapter of the Hells Angels. The chief of police in Sparks says that Jeffrey Pettigrew died in a shootout with members of the Vagos Club at John Asuga's Nugget at about 11:30 p.m. on Friday night. 2 Vagos members were wounded but are in stable condition at a Reno hospital. Sparks Mayor Gino Martini says a drive-by shooting Saturday morning apparently was a retaliatory attack. It prompted him to cancel Sparks' share of a big biker festival the rest of the weekend. He also declared a formal state of emergency in that city that says will help speed the state assistance if there are any more problems.
And more than 400 people gathered last night to pay their respects to the victims of a deadly crash at an air race and to dedicate a tree that the governor states that would serve as a reminder of shared humanity of the heroes who responded to that tragedy. The 74-year-old pilot Jimmy Leeward of Ocala, Florida, was among the 11 people killed September 16th in the crash during the national championship air races at Reno State Airport. About 70 spectators also were seriously injured, including some who lost limbs but attended the Sunset Memorial at a park a few miles from downtown Casino District.
Now coming up, parts from a NASA satellite are found in the Earth's atmosphere.
And Karen Jackson of KNI has an idea to bring the community together.
We'll have this and more right after the break, so please stay with us.
News 46 is brought to you by Southwest Medical Associates. Their healthcare center is now open in your neighborhood. Southwest Medical Associates. Now that's powerful medicine.
And welcome back to News 46. Many were looking in the sky this weekend to see if they could spot parts of a satellite that officials say has returned to the Earth's atmosphere. NASA's Upper Atmosphere Research Satellite, or UARS, plunged to Earth early Saturday, but U.S. space officials don't know just where it hit. They thought the fiery fall was largely over water and the debris probably hurt no one. Officials are not aware of any reports of injuries or property damage. Most of the spacecraft was believed to have burned up. The bus-sized satellite first penetrated Earth's atmosphere somewhere over the Pacific Ocean, according to NASA and the U.S. Air Force's Joint Space Operations Center, but that doesn't necessarily mean it fell into the sea. NASA's earlier calculations had predicted that the 20-year-old former climate research satellite would fall over a 500-mile swath that could include land. The two government agencies said the 35-foot satellite fell sometime between 11:23 p.m. Eastern Time Friday and 1:09 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, but with no precise time or location. The Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics said the spacecraft entered the atmosphere around 12:15 a.m. on Saturday. He said much of the debris likely fell over the Pacific Ocean, though its trajectory suggests some of it could have fallen over more heavily populated areas in the U.S. and Canada. They say that pieces are falling off this flaming fireball, and some of it has enough momentum to go hundreds of miles. The last track for the satellite included Canada, starting north of Seattle, and then a large arc north, then south from there. The track continued through the Atlantic south towards Africa, but it was unlikely the satellite got that far if it started falling over the Pacific. They say that NASA was hoping for more details from the Air Force, which is responsible for tracking debris. But given where the satellite may have fallen, officials may never quite know precisely where it ended up. Some 26 pieces of satellite representing 1,200 pounds of heavy metal had been expected to rain down somewhere. The biggest surviving chunk should be no more than 300 pounds. The Upper Atmosphere Research Satellite is the biggest NASA spacecraft to crash back to Earth uncontrolled since the post-Apollo 75-ton Skylab space station and the more than 10-ton Pegasus 2 satellite, both in 1979. Russia's 135-ton Mir space station slammed through the atmosphere in 2001, but it was a controlled dive into the Pacific. Before UARS fell, no one had ever been hit by falling space junk, and NASA expected that that will not change. NASA put the chances that somewhere somebody on Earth would get hit would be in 1 in 3,200, but any one person's odds of being struck were estimated at 1 in 22 trillion, given there are 7 billion people on the planet. The satellite ran out of fuel and died in 2005. UARS was built and launched before NASA and other nations started new programs that prevent this type of uncontrolled crashes of satellites. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Now, Karen Jackson of KNI Radio has an idea that she hopes will give the community hope and bring them together.
I've been to a lot of town board meetings where the people have approached the town board, can we decorate the town for Christmas? And this has been going on for a couple of years that I know of, and it never seems to get done. So I have a secret Santa that has purchased a 30-foot Christmas tree by about 12 or 14 feet wide. I've contacted Saddle West. They're going to allow us to put the community Christmas tree in the dirt lot there between Saddle and that strip mall. Yeah. And businesses are invited to sponsor a scene to be put behind the tree, like Mrs. Claus's kitchen or nativity scene, sleigh, reindeers, that kind of a thing. And we're asking everyone in the community if they would donate a box of ornaments or a string of lights, because we're going to need them. Yeah. And drop-off points for the ornaments are Fraser Furniture, Quiznos, or the Chamber. We're going to have a contest for the kids where they can write to me, and I'm going to read them on air as to why they should be the one to help Commissioner Hollis light the Christmas tree. We're going to have an official Christmas tree lighting December 3rd. We're bringing the tree in on truck the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Community Decorating Day is the next day, which would be Sunday. And we're inviting all the kids to come decorate the bottom. You know, and it's going to be a really fun tradition.
This is going to be something fabulous for the community to get together. Just to think about the community getting together and decorating this as one is really, really heartening. As well, the kids and this lighting of this. Tell me about, they need to write to you. Where do they send that?
They can send it right here to the radio station, KNYE 1230 Dutch Ford Road, 89048. Or if they have a computer, they can email and just put Christmas tree in the subject line. I'll get it. But it should be very fun. The Christmas tree lighting night, we're going to have Santa and Mrs. Claus. They'll be handing out hot chocolate and cookies. We are going to have some of the school choirs come sing Christmas carols, and I have a surprise reader that is going to read the night before Christmas. And the tree will stay lit till after New Year's.
This is going to be great. We're going to need a lot of ornaments. Are we looking at a theme, or we're just any type of ornaments?
Since it's the first one, I think any ornaments that are donated, whether they're this type, that type, I just think it's going to make a beautiful tree.
Yeah, it will.
It really will.
So anything that anybody feels that they'd like to express themselves.
Exactly, exactly.
So lots of ornaments, lots of string lighting. What about the star?
I am going to ask the Pahrump Valley High School Art Department if they would make us a star. And Desert View Hospital is donating all the supplies for the star, as well as we've already talked to Dr. Roberts, who's the superintendent of schools. They're going to provide supplies for the kids to make ornaments for the bottom part of the tree.
So once again, we are expecting it the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Yes. And so do we have a time yet, or are you going to let us know the time?
I think I'm kind of excited because I will be broadcasting live from the truck, bringing in the tree. Okay. And we will have a police escort coming in. Wonderful. And Morales Construction will bring it in for us and get it stood up. I mean, it's a pretty big tree. So we're
definitely listen to K9 that Saturday after, and you'll keep us posted as well.
Oh, absolutely. And like I said, any business that would like to sponsor a scene, the only charge you would have is the supplies that you're going to buy to make your scene.
And who would they call?
Me. There you go. Because we don't want duplicates. But it all has to reflect the Christmas spirit. Wonderful. And I think, we have so many less fortunate here that are not going to have a tree. They're not going to have Christmas. This is a way of them having Christmas too.
Well, Cup of Faith will be holding an event this Saturday that will benefit the Food for Thought program to feed the needy children of our town.
Well, October 1st through the 10th is National Christian Bookstore Week. And the theme this year is Celebrate Faith, Stop Hunger. They have a CD coming out called Feed the Flock. All of the artists on there have donated their royalties to World Vision, which is a program that feeds hungry children in third world nations. And here at Cup of Faith, we're going to do our share. We have partnered with Food for Thought, which is the children's food program at the local elementary schools, and we're going to try to fill a cargo van with food for those children.
Shannon, tell me a little bit about the Food for Thought program.
Sure. Food for Thought program is where we send backpacks with food home with students who are in need. Those students usually only get breakfast and lunch free or at a reduced cost at school, and so then they don't eat it all over the weekend. And the program is an educational program designed to help kids come back to school on Monday with full stomachs so that they can concentrate on their education instead of being hungry.
It's really disheartening to learn and have this information that there's actually kids out there that aren't eating even over the weekend and that they're really depending on food from school.
Yeah, it is, and the number at the end of the year was 410 students, and so it actually affects quite a few students here in town.
Wow. And so people can donate to the Food for Thought all the time?
Oh, yes, we take donations anytime. We take donations of food. We like individualized items, pop-top cans, things that the kids can get into themselves because they don't always have adult supervision, and they need to be able to get into the food, and it doesn't always need to be heated. So pop-top spaghettis, Vienna sausages, tunas, things like that are really good, and we're always taking raisins for iron, peanut butter, things like that. They can take those to the schools, any school, or here at Cup of Faith. Mm-hmm. She's always accepting donations for us.
Yes.
And then we also take monetary donations, which is great too, because then we're able to purchase exactly what we need, because sometimes we run out of certain things that are needed before others. And you can actually go to the Kiwanis website, and they have a PayPal account set up where you can directly donate to Food for Thought that way.
What a wonderful thing. What a wonderful program. So tell me a little bit more about what we're doing here with Cup of Faith and our collaboration with Food for Thought.
Certainly. Saturday, October 1st is the kickoff, like I said, for National Christian Bookstore Week. And what we want to do is we want to fill up a cargo van. We have a cargo van that's been donated to us for use. All the seats are going to be taken out of it, so we've got lots of room for food. And anybody who brings up a donation, we're going to give them a $5 gift certificate here to the store. And also, during that time, we're also going to have a parking lot concert. We have several local church groups that are going to come up and play some music for us. We have 2 authors that are going to be here signing their books. We have a bake sale going on and a couple of other little things.
This is going to be a great event. So can people call you now to get involved in this, to help out, to see what they can do, as well as just getting ready for the event itself?
Oh, absolutely. The number here at the store is 775-751-0407. They can give me a call. We still have a couple of spots available if they want to come up and raise money for their local churches or anything like that. We're not looking for yard sale type things, but if one of the churches is doing a fundraiser, for example, Saved by Grace is doing a cookbook for landscaping, they're going to come up with a table and sell their cookbooks, and anything like that, they're more than welcome to contact me.
Wonderful. And tell me, how can people get involved with the Food for Thought program?
Well, we're always looking for volunteers. We meet twice a month for committee meetings, and that's where we dole out chores or tasks. We meet the first and third Thursday at 5 p.m. at Mom's Diner. You can contact us on Facebook. You can contact us through the Kiwanis website, which is kcpv.org, and look for programs and then click on Food for Thought.
Thank you.
The holidays are upon us, and a craft fair at the Artesia Clubhouse may help you with your gift-giving ideas.
It is on October 7th and 8th. It is sponsored by the Artesia community, south of Pahrump. It is from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. in the afternoon, excuse me, both days. And we have about 30 crafters, a little more than 30. And we will be providing lunch for purchase. You have a choice of either a barbecue beef sandwich and chips, or you can have 3 different kinds of soup, one of the 3 different kinds, and a roll, or you can have a bratwurst and German potato salad.
There you go. And how much is lunch?
Lunch is going to range between $2 and $3, depending on what you order.
That's a good deal. Why are we doing this? Is it so the crafters can get out their wares and earn a little extra cash?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it, but the social committee for Artesia does this every year to raise funds, and those funds that are raised are used to benefit the Artesia community as well as Pahrump in general.
Wow. So what do they actually use them for to benefit?
Well, for example, last Christmas, or excuse me, let me take it a step back further. Last Thanksgiving, we took complete Thanksgiving dinners to 2 needy families in Las Vegas that we used our funds for. At Christmas time, we donated cash to the Salvation Army, as well as doing a food drive that we gave food items to 3 different food shelves in Pahrump.
Wonderful. That is a wonderful thing. So this is going to be lots of fun. Is it still open to people? Is it just for Artesia residents that are going to be selling their wares at this location? But the public is invited as well.
Okay, it is open to any crafter or artisan to come and sell their wares. We are full. We have 35 spaces, and they're all full. And as far as who can come, everybody is invited to come. There is no charge for admission. So, like I say, everyone is invited to come October 7th and 8th.
And this is in the Artesia Clubhouse.
Yes, it is, which is at 6601 South Fox, which is just off of Kellogg.
Wonderful. And then for more information, is there a number for them to call?
Yes, they can call me, and my number is 702-371-8079.
And Healthcare Partners of Nevada announced today the grand opening of a multi-specialty medical center here in Pahrump. 13 physician specialists are now to staff the facility on a rotating basis. The center is located at 1151 South Highway 160, which is actually on Postal Road off Highway 160. It's now open on weekdays from 8 to 5 every day. Healthcare Partners are also holding a town hall meeting at the Pahrump Nugget on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. and the public is invited.
Now coming up, we'll have Zach Fuentes with a look at our weather.
Don't go anywhere.
News 46 Weather is brought to you by Healthcare Partners Medical Group, with 5 locations in Pahrump. Local doctors and professional staff providing total care from infancy to seniors. News 46 Weather is also brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org.
Hello everybody, welcome back to News 46. I'm Zach Fuentes here with your weather. Today we had some sunny skies and a high of 91 degrees, so nowhere near the triple digits. Our winds are coming out of the south-southwest at 4 miles per hour, and our gusts were at only up to 8 miles per hour. Our pressure went up a little bit there at 29.99, and our UV index is at 7 high, but not too high or very high like we're used to. The humidity was at 19%, and our sunrise was at 6:35 a.m. And today's record was back in 1947 at 105 degrees. Tonight we're looking at some clear skies, a low of 68 degrees, winds coming out of the north at 3 miles per hour, and our gusts at only up to 6 miles per hour. Humidity is going to go up a little bit there at 25%, and the sunset's looking to be at 6:37 p.m. Tonight's record was 45 degrees back in 1948. Tomorrow we're looking at sunny skies once again, a high of 95, so it's going up a little bit there, and a low of 70 degrees, which is not too bad. Our winds are coming out of the south at 3 miles per hour, and our gusts are only going to be at up to 6 miles per hour. The UV index is going to stay the same at 7, and our sunrise is looking to be at 6:36 a.m. Our humidity is not going to be too bad there at only 16%. Our 7-day forecast, like I said, tomorrow we're looking at 95. Wednesday, it's going to go up a degree there at 96. We're going to have some clouds, it looks like. And lately, every time we have clouds, it seems that rain comes out of nowhere. So we'll try to keep an eye on that. Thursday, it's looking to be sunny once again. And Friday through Monday, we're going to have some pretty high gusts, especially on Saturday there, as you can see, at up to 4 miles per hour, But we're going to be from Saturday to Monday in the 80s, and hopefully it'll stay that way as we progress through the week. And today's worst weather was in Bogart, Ohio, where they had drenching rain. Back to you.
Thanks so much for that, Zach. You know, one of the ideas that Bob Irving came up with about the ornaments and that ornament story that we had for the community Christmas tree is kids from the schools just making their own ornaments. That would be something that would mark, you know, what they did in the past, and it would be something that
and they could watch it every year. They could see that ornament put back on the same tree. So
they should do that.
A lot of fun. Hey, now in the way of announcements, we have Domino's Pizza that is offering a large Brooklyn pizza for only $5.99. It's carry out only. And get those tonight, everybody. They're trying to gauge their response.
So is that only tonight?
That's only tonight. As far as I know, it's only going to be tonight. So get them while they're hot.
That's a deal. And the Nevada Council for the Blind is holding an open meeting starting at 12:30 in the afternoon at the Pahrump Senior Center. And, of course, that will be on Wednesday. For transportation, you can call 727-5008.
Now, the Rotary is holding its annual $10,000 cash giveaway. Only 300 tickets will be sold, and each ticket includes admittance for 2 people with heavy appetizers and 1 drink each, plus 1 ticket entered into the drawing bin. Hurry, these tickets sell out early every year. You can call 702-628-7593 for more information, or 727-9400 and ask for Vern.
Yeah, definitely get those tickets. That's so much fun, that event is.
It is.
And that does it for this edition of News 46. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Janet Arrett.
And for everybody up here on the Hill, we want to wish you a wonderful evening.
Good night, everybody.